Hello, I'm Haider Malik, host of the Mehmi Financial Group podcast. Today's topic is Tourist Season Prep Seasonal Funding for Halifax Hospitality. As summer visitors flock to the harbourfront and Peggy's Cove, your restaurant, B Plus and B or tour operation needs upfront cash for staffing, inventory, and marketing before the revenue arrives. Here's how to layer seasonal financing so you maximize peak season opportunity without stretching your reserves. 1. Receivables, secured line of credit. Structure. Pledge high-value group bookings, corporate events or banquet invoices to a lender who advances up to 80% of approved receivables. Benefit. Draw funds within 24 to 48 hours of invoicing to pre-hire staff, stock seasonal menus or book charters, no waiting 30 to 60 days for payment. Tip. Pre-qualify your top 3 corporate or tour operator clients for faster approval and higher advance rates. 2. Equipment line of credit ELOC. Structure Ni. Use owned assets, commercial kitchen gear, vehicles, dock boats as collateral for a revolving facility. Advance rates of 60-75% apply. Benefit. Draw, repay and redraw as you ramp up and wind down. Interest accrues only on what you use, preserving cash in quieter months. Tip. Negotiate interest-only payments during the off-season to minimize holding costs. 3. Invoice factoring. Structure. Sell your customer invoices, wedding banquets, tour packages to a factor at an 80 to 90% advance. They handle collections and remit the balance minus a fee, 1 to 3%. Benefit. Converts lumpy progress payments into predictable cash, supporting sudden surges in food, linens, or fuel. Tip. Opt for non-recourse factoring to shield you from client disputes or no-shows common in group bookings. 4. Vendor and supplier terms. Extended payables. Negotiate 60 to 90-day payment terms on bulk produce, linens, and fuel by committing to annual volumes. Pre-season discounts. Lock in lower rates on tourist season essentials, seafood, outdoor furniture, AV rentals by ordering early and paying later. Tip. Bundle orders across multiple properties or services to amplify your negotiating leverage with local suppliers. 5. Short-term seasonal loan. Structure. Secure a 3 to 6 month term loan sized to cover incremental payroll, inventory, and marketing. Terms. Prime plus 2 to 3% amortized over 6 months with interest-only draws. Benefit. Smooths cost spikes without adding long-term debt, repaid as peak revenues arrive. Tip. Align repayment to the end of September when tourist revenues taper off. 6. Government and tourism grants. Federal. Canada Small Business Financing Program loans up to $1 million, shared risk and lower rates. Provincial. Nova Scotia Tourism Loan Program offers low-interest loans and repayable grants for seasonal workforce and marketing. Tip. Apply early. These programs often have spring deadlines tied to fiscal budgets. 7. Best practices. 1. Accurate cash flow forecasting. Map your June-September inflows and outflows, staffing, inventory, marketing, using a 13-week model to identify peak funding needs. 2. Staggered draws. Time draws just before major expenditures, bulk food deliveries, marketing campaigns to minimize average facility balances. 3. Covenant monitoring. If you use lines or loans, track DSO, DPO, and borrowing base ratios weekly to avoid surprises during high volume months. 3 action steps. 1. Audit peak season costs. List your top 5 seasonal drivers, staff premiums, seafood buys, linen services, marketing programs, fuel surcharges, and estimate their timing. 2. Solicit proposals. Request term sheets for receivables lines, e-locks, factoring, seasonal loans, and vendor term agreements from multiple providers. 3. Blend and deploy. Combine the lowest cost, highest flexibility tools, then execute draws according to your forecast to keep cash aligned with your busiest weeks by layering receivables lines, ELOCs, factoring, vendor terms, short-term loans, and grant programs, and by rigorously forecasting and staggering draws, you'll secure the seasonal funding to make this tourist season your most profitable yet. I'm Haider Malik. Thanks for listening.